There's a huge misconception around the fact that you have to be perfect and grinding all the time in order to get where you want to go. You have to have the mindset that you always need to be grinding, but the truth is you're going to freaking fall down so many times. You're going to get distracted, you're going to feel sad, you're going to have social situations, you're going to be scrolling through social media. It's going to happen. The question is, are you going to pick yourself back up? Are you going to say, I'm not going to let that event or the guilt or shame or upset that came with it stop me from pursuing my dream? Hi, welcome back to KatieLynnLives. This channel is to help young women, especially those that are entrepreneurial and spiritual minded, step into their power physically, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. Today, we are going to discuss the 2 powerful secrets you need to know in order to get your dreams. We're going to start with the physical and we're going to move into the spiritual, intangible stuff. The first thing you need to realize is that your brain is like a circuit board. It is wired together with thoughts that you have been having day after day after day. Your neurons have created physical pathways, and 90% of the thoughts that you are having today are the same ones that you had yesterday. So you need to be aware that you are literally programmed to live out your life a certain way. So when you're trying to overcome a bad habit or a bad relationship, whatever it might be that is in the way of your goal, you need to recognize that you are literally programmed to do that thing that is in your way. You can undo that networking, but it's going to take time, just like learning a new skill. Say you want to learn golf for the first time. You're not just going to master it in a week. You're going to have to give yourself months worth of practice in order to get better at it, in order to get confident that you are the person that knows how to play golf. The same thing is true with becoming the person that knows how to run your business, that knows how to show up in the office a certain way, in your relationship in a certain way. You have to practice these things and give yourself the grace of knowing that you are literally physically rewiring your brain by practicing those things. Another great example is physical fitness. Like, you're not just going to go to the gym and put on 5 pounds of muscle in a couple days. That is going to take time. It's the same thing. You just can't see those changes happening in your brain. So how is it that you actually go about those changes and you rewrite your circuitry? Well, the first thing is you have to be knowledgeable on the fact that this is real, that your brain is literally mutable, it's plastic, that you can change. Go on Google and look up neuroplasticity, maybe read some papers on it. Give yourself the knowledge to recognize that this is capable for you so that you actually believe you can do it. And then the second thing is to practice mindfulness. Do your meditations and learn to become aware of when you are doing the thing, the bad habit that is holding you back from what it is that you need to be doing. So knowledge, mindfulness, and then 3, take the action. Know what it is that you have to do it, even if it's for a short period of time. And then, if possible, give yourself a little bit of a reward or a break in order to say, hey, doing that wasn't so bad. And as a matter of fact, I feel better and I am rewarded for doing it. You can also, before you go to bed, visualize yourself with your eyes closed, doing the thing that you know you need to do. So you're going to have a mental rehearsal. That way your brain is literally wiring it into its circuitry of you being the person that does it and knows how to do it. This way you can anticipate any unexpected events, you can really get into the details of it, and you can prepare yourself to do that thing. And when you're falling asleep, your body's relaxing, your brain waves are slowing down, which means your subconscious mind is opening up to be more perceptible to these thoughts and visions that you are having. This is not mystical. This is not the spiritual side yet. This is strictly science. And if you don't believe it, then seriously, go do some research, go do some Googling, try it out for yourself. Don't just take my word for it, and see what happens. Now, the second secret that we are going to talk about in order to stop bad things and actually go after what you want is the spiritual. Have you ever noticed that sometimes you will have a thought that is really effed up? And you're like, that is so not me. Yeah, you're right. That isn't you. that's coming from outside of you. I think that we can all agree here that this is just not some witchcraft stuff. Evil exists in the world. You have to understand that there is more to this reality than just what we can see. We can perceive it scientifically. We can perceive the electromagnetic field of our bodies, right? There's a reason that you feel a certain way when you walk into a room with other people because you're picking up on their energy. Don't for one second think that if you're feeling badly, that it might actually not be your fault, that maybe there's somebody else that is sending you something bad. Maybe there is some dark energy that you need to do away with and say, this is not welcome in my vessel and this is not welcome in my home. Put on some good music, clean your space, tell yourself, I'm not gonna let this here, and tell God, I wanna be with you, or whatever your religion is. Buddha, Jesus, I don't care. Set to your spirit guides, to the benevolent energies and entities. Whatever it is that you believe, tell them, I want to be with you. I want your help and I want your protection, love, light. I'm here to do something good and I'm not going to let this interfere with my path. I'm not going to give in to this spiritual attack. If anything, I'm gonna let this fuel me because I know that there's somebody else that's trying to take me down, and that is all the more reason to go out and make this world a better place. If you watch to this part of the video, it's because you resonate with me and my energy, and you can tell that I have a good, pure soul. I'm not perfect by any means, but the same is true for you. You are a good person. You don't deserve to have any of these negative thoughts. Use them as opportunities to grow and then let them go. Try to keep your vessel as cleansed as possible. When you take your showers, you can imagine all of the dark energy, all of the bad emotions washing off of you down into the shower. You can imagine yourself encapsulating yourself in like a bubble of white light or golden light, however you like to imagine it, like a big egg around you protecting you. Anything that tries to come towards you gets bounced right off, gets reflected back to them. Only you are in charge of letting what you want from the outside world into your vessel. So I want to conclude this video by letting you know that you'll know that you have made the significant progress you need to be in charge of your mind and your body when the outside world has a much less negative impact on you, because you'll be in charge. Maybe there's a million things going on around you. Maybe you're late to an event, or you have a deadline to meet, or your dog just threw up on the carpet, and there's all these things that should be stressors around you. When you get to the point when you have wired your brain and your spirit to be in control and say, hey, I get to choose what emotion I'm in, I'm not gonna let all of those things get me down. I'm just going to let it come up, and then I'm gonna let it out. That's how you know that you have made significant progress. And the truth is, there's never an end to this. This is a lifelong commitment to improvement and making yourself better. You know, there's never gonna be a time when you just like reach enlightenment and you stay there and you vibe there forever and ever and ever. So those are the two things that I wanted to share with you today. Keep getting back up to train your brain and your spirit that you can do it, and you will eventually start pursuing your goal, and you will literally manifest it into living reality. Be patient, hold faith, and let me know in the comments what you do, what your favorite practices are, what you want to hear more of, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.